Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video we are going to design loaders. So loaders are used when you're transitioning from one state to another and there is a finite or maybe an infinite amount of time which the user has to wait. So in that case, just to educate the user that there is a loading happening, you use loaders. Now loaders are of different type. You have linear loaders, circular loaders, which are also known as spinners. You also have some different sort of animations, dot animations, right? So there are a lot of things that can be used as loaders. So in today's video, I'm going to explain you linear loaders, but with a little bit of twist where the loader basically expands midway to a variable shape and just keeps on repeating. So we are going to design that. In going forward chapters, if you want to learn more about loaders, let me know in the comments and I'll build more videos around the different types of loaders that we have. Okay. So without further ado, let's get started. So we're in Figma right now, and let me show you the assets that you will be needing to build this entire prototype. So you'll first need a dummy screen. So I have an iPhone 13 Pro artboard here. And what I have done here is I've added a background image. On top of it, I've added a little blur. And I have added a live streaming icon and some text which says, please wait, Tanisha will be live soon. So basically I'm building a live streaming screen, and this is a loading phase where the live streaming is loading. So there's a wait here, and that's where we want to do the animation, the linear loader. We'll be doing it probably on the top or maybe in the bottom. Let's see. And we'll be using 4 colors. So we'll be using a gradient in this linear loader, something like what Google uses in their voice commands. Google, maybe you have seen Google Assistant. When you talk to it in Pixel phones, it just moves in the bottom. So we'll be using 4 colors and I'll show you all these 4 colors and we'll be using them as a gradient. So I picked this colors as well. Okay. So let's get started. So now if you see the artboard size that we have is around 390, 844. So you first have to build a rectangle of the same exact width. So 390 is the width. So I'm gonna go outside and draw a rectangle and I'll give it the exact same width as my artboard. So you have 390 width, I have given it 390 width. Now height is up to you. How much height you want that loader to take, you can do that. So I'm just gonna reduce it to probably something like an 8. So this seems like a good enough size. Okay, cool. By the way, if you notice, I have added a frame instead of a rectangle. So the frame basically is a fancy way to create a new rectangle, and you should always use frames mostly in most of the cases. Okay, so now our frame is ready. It's here, and the size again, as I said, 390, and the height is up to you. So I've kept it 8. Okay. Now the next thing that we want inside this frame is to add a rectangle. Now we are actually adding a rectangle. Okay. So I'll add a rectangle here. I'll just give it some color so that you can see. Okay. And again, we also want its width to be 390. Cool. So we have a frame, and inside that frame there's a rectangle. I'm just gonna call it loader, and the rectangle inside it, I'm gonna call it body. Okay, cool. The next thing that we want is to add the gradients, that the colors that we have over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the rectangle inside, and I'm going to come here, and instead of solid we want to select linear, and we want to add 4 linear gradients. And now we have slots for 4 color. So I'll choose the first color here, pick the eye picker tool and add the blue, and I'll go next. Now what we want next is to duplicate this body. So I'll do Command D. Command D, if you use, you can duplicate any selection. So I have just duplicated the rectangle that we have, and the below one I'm gonna call it glow. Okay, so we also want to add a little bit of glow to it, so I'm gonna call it glow. So on top you have the normal rectangle which we duplicated, and the below one I'm calling it glow, and we have to do a little bit of tweaking here. Okay. So I'll select the loader entirely and make sure the clip content is unchecked for this one. So just make sure clip content is unchecked. Okay. So that anything overflowing it, you'll be able to see. So I'm just going to go here and select our glow rectangle and just make it a little bit bigger like this. Okay. And body is again on top, which had the gradient, and the glow one is behind, which we have increased the size of. it's going beyond the your frame. Okay, now what we have to do is you have to go to the effects panel, and instead of drop shadow, just add layer. Okay, and give it an opacity of something like 20%. Cool. So this is how it's going to look like. On top you have the gradient body, and then you have the glow behind it. Okay, so it'll just give us a very nice glowy effect of the entire thing. If you want to make it more diffused, it's totally up to your choice. You can do that. Okay, you can change the glow if you want. Just play around with these values, the blur values, and yeah, you can do wonders here. Cool. So now you have this nice loader with a glow here, and the entire thing is encased in this frame. So the frame is smaller and the glow is going out of it. So just make sure the clip content is off, otherwise you won't be able to see the glow, if you see. Okay, so this is not necessary, but I'm just doing it to make it a little bit more fancy. Okay, so our first loader is ready. I'll just delete all these colors. Okay, so I'm just gonna call it loader 1. Now the next thing that I want to do is select it again, the entire frame, and duplicate it. So for duplication, you have to press Alt or Option in your keyboard and then drag it. So it'll just duplicate the selection. I'm going to call it loader 2. Okay. And I'm just going to move it a little bit below like this. And we again have to duplicate this. I'll explain you why we need 3 stages. And this is needed for the animation. Okay, so we have loader 1, 2, and 3. In the first one, what we want is, I'm going to select both body and glow inside. If you see here on the left panel, in the loader 1, I want to select the entire thing, and I want to make it smaller. Okay, so I'm going to make it like this small, just like this much small. Okay, the entire thing I've selected, and then I'll move it out of the frame. So it's still technically in the frame group, but it's out of this frame now. If you see, the white part is here and they have moved out, and so is glow. I'll just move it out as well. Cool. So both you have to move out. Okay, now go to the loader 2, and in the loader 2 select again both the things, and here what you have to do is you have to make things a little smaller. So something like this. Okay, this big I think is fine. So we want the loader to expand to this size, from this size to this size. Okay, and I'm going to select both of them again, and I'm going to move it outside as well. So what will happen is when we will wire them up, it'll move from here to here. So it'll feel like it's also expanding and then it's also moving out. Okay, so technically it's still in the frame, but here if you see, it's just moved out. Okay, and in the third one, what we have to do is again do the same thing, select both body and glow, reduce the size to somewhere here, which is also fine. I mean, it's up to you, whatever size you want, doesn't matter actually. And then move it out as well a little further. So what will happen is from here to here it'll expand, and from here to here it'll go back, and again we want to loop it to the first one. Okay, but we don't want to see from here to here, so I'll explain you how to basically wire this up. Okay, so now you understood the 3 stages. First one, it's in the left. Second one, it has passed the entire frame, and in third one, it's again back to the first, so that we can do the looping animation. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all the 3 loaders, loader 1, 2, 3, select this drop down and hit create component set. Perfect. As soon as you do that, you will see the things that are outside of the frame are not visible anymore because clip content is out for the component set. So it's perfectly okay. And I'm going to call it loader set. Okay. And inside you have loader 1 and 2 and 3. So we have 3 loaders here. Okay. Now this is how it is. The next thing that we need to do is prototype it. So I'm just going to come here. I'm going to select the first one, go in my prototyping tab and select this handle here. Okay. And from first, drag it to the second. Okay. And you don't want on click, you want it to happen automatically. So select after delay, and the delay shouldn't be anything. So just set 1. Instead of instant, you want smart animate. ease out and give it a longer time duration, because loaders are typically very slow. Okay, so give it like 1000 millisecond. Smart animate, ease out, after delay 1 to 2. Perfect. Now do the same thing for the second one. Select the second loader and drop it to the third one. Again, here you want it to be automatic. So after delay, you don't want it to be 800 milliseconds. Again, 1. And the next thing here is very critical. You don't want to see the backward motion. The pill going from, the everything is going from here to here. So basically, if I just quickly show you, if you see this thing was out, the rainbow was out, and here it is in the front actually. So if you link this with smart animate, you will again see this moving back from here to here. And we don't want to see moving back. We just want to see things moving in forward direction, looping in forward direction. So for that, what we need to do is go to the prototyping tag again, select after delay 1 millisecond. Here, instead of smart animate, you want instant. We want this to happen instant so that nobody can see this backward movement. And from the third one again, it goes back to the first one so that the loop is complete. Now you don't want on click. Again, you want after delay. You don't want 800 millisecond, you want 1 millisecond. And you again want something like an instant. If you want, you can also do smart animate, but let's do instant. It's perfectly fine, up to your choice. Just play around with different values. But the second to third was very critical, which is instant. Okay. Cool. So our entire set is ready. I'll just again do clip content so that you don't see anything moving out. Nice. Now everything is set up, ready. As soon as you made this as a component, it will be available in your assets tab. So if I go in final, you see it's available here, loader set. Okay. So I'll just go back to my layers panel. I'll go to the design tab. And what I need to do is I need to drag this loader from your assets tab. So I'll drag it here. And you can place it wherever you want. If you want it on top, you can place it there. If you want it on bottom, you can place it there. Now let's see how this looks like in our prototyping tab. So here it is. And if you see, it's a really nice animation. What is happening is the loader is moving, the rainbow color loader is moving, and it's also expanding nicely. Okay. Now the only thing that is left here to do is just to remove that white background. So that white background is coming from the frame's white color. So I'll just select all the frames here again. Loader 1, 2, 3, all of these things. And if you see it has a fill, I'll just turn it off. So if I just turn it off again, here if you see, now it's gone. And now the loader is moving in a particular way. Okay. So this is how it works. You can add different things to it. You can add different colors to it. One more thing is I think our glow is missing. So what I'm going to do is, yeah, so the glow was on top actually. So what I'm going to do is you're not able to see the glow here, right? Because the glow is on top. So what I'm going to do is you just move the loader down. Okay. Once you do that, now you can see the glow on the bottom. So that's how you build a linear loader, which also expands. Now you can just play around with the different dimensions that you have for this loader. Just make it bigger, smaller, even bigger, smaller, whatever. If you just play around with these and different values, only thing that you have to make sure is from second to third, that needs to be instant. That's it. Rest all have to be smart animate. And that's it. That's how you build loaders. Let me know how you like this video. In case you like it, do give it a thumbs up and just let me know what you want to see next. And I'll see you in my next video. Take care. Bye-bye.